Amazing astronaut reporting in. United States of Captain America is about Steve Rogers getting his shield stolen, and he has to form a team to get it back. I'm surprised that never happened before. Written by Christopher Cantwell with art by Dave Eaglesham, plus Ron Lim for one issue. Now grab some hot dogs and hamburgers, we're diving in. Well, okay, I need to cover the characters first. Steve Rogers, aka Back to 1970 Stories. Sam Wilson, aka Falcon Captain America. He does tech stuff. Bucky Barnes, aka Winter Soldier. Sidekick, U.S. Agent. Black Captain America. Let's start the miniseries celebrating 80 years of Captain America by having him doubt the American dream. I'm loyal to nothing except the dream. I actually said that once. Here's the thing about a dream though. A dream isn't real. When we wake up, it goes away and we're left with this yearning inside, like something was taken from us. At least, that's one kind of dream. But lately, spending my days in this country, as the years march on by, I'm starting to think America actually has two dreams and one lie. That's how you piss off readers from ever reading a Captain America comic again. Steve also talks about a white picket flaw in logic, and how that becomes a gate against immigrants. Cap stares at an old flag of his and mentions leaving people behind. Then he switches gears, talking about the normal American dream that most people talk about. It's just that he does not like the name. You probably should have led with that. The Captain America logo, by extension, is used by people to benefit themselves or something. Someone breaks into Rogers' house, beats him up, and runs in a flash. Welp steals the shield. Cap calls Falcon right away and tries to track down the speed demon. Instead, they find Aaron Fishker, a very gay man with a fashion sense of living behind a dump. Oh no. And of course, Falcon calls him the Woody Gun-Free Captain America. Aaron also mentions that there is a Captain America network, and that may be the reason he was targeted. The second issue. Steve remembers his time as a Cub Scout when he almost peed on Gettysburg. He also wonders if the division around the time of Gettysburg is still around. Falcon, now dressed as Captain America, and how much of this script is just the words Captain America. This is why spin-off team names exist. Anyway, he expositions that Nichelle Wright was arrested and was previously charged with domestic terrorism. Then they go to their destination and talk about shields. But then the baddies show up with some subpar art. And during the fight, Steve's new shield, designed by Stark, gets shorted out by water. Then the bad guys just leave. Get a racist cop plot. Sam Wilson throws him at glass doors. Okay, that was deserved, but did you really have to destroy public property? Our Captains America enter the jail cell room as Nichelle makes a reference to the Andy Griffith Show. Why is this the second time that I've seen that show mentioned in a Marvel property? Why do I even know that? Anyway, a good cop allows everything to just work out. As the group leaves, the villains strike once again. It's pretty quick, but the art is much better now. After the fight, Steve and the girl talk. He also accidentally pressed the long speech button on his brain. She also brings up that superheroes are not dealing with street-level conflicts. Our main duo gets on their bikes again as Cap breaks the fourth wall about this being educational. At the end of the issue, our villains are revealed as Sin, the daughter of Red Skull, and Speed Demon. Also, her new name of Superior is really stupid. Issue 3. Captains recount some off-screen events as Sam makes fun of Steve for writing down stuff on paper. They group up at the house of Joe Gomez, a Captain America superfan. Joe is a plumber and sometimes does it for free. Then Gomez suits up with the only quote caption in this comic. The Star-Spangled group go to a brick building and discuss the governorship, but then Sin strikes again. She really wants to destroy America. But then our heroes realize Speed Demon is not there and Steve's shield is heading right towards the cannon. But then the Winter Soldier appears, stopping the shield. In the chaos, Speed Demon is running away, grabbing the shield, but Joe stags him, but of course, now he's hurt. After the event, the cannon dropped out, which is not a great outcome for our heroes, but at least a good beat. Also, the next issue page at the end is funny. Issue 4. I noticed the art is different. Let's see, the artist is Ron Lim. This issue starts out with Steve Rogers wondering if he has the right to use land that used to own to Native Americans. That probably should have went in the last issue. Also, King of the Hill did that much better. Several days later, Bucky recommends Sam's hideout as an Airbnb. The Captain America of the Railways returns, but with a girl named Ariel. She is Filipino, but also has the nickname Ari. Ari? Don't search it up. On the way, they apparently sang along to Hamilton 6 times. I'm having PTSD from middle school. Sam Wilson is monitoring the airwaves as the young captains play video games. We also get 2 US agents getting very drunk. I also love that he gets undrunk when Steve tells him that there's a plan to destroy the Captain America brand. Steve also figures out that Hate Monger must be behind this. By the way, he's a Hitler clone. Bucky also mentions Godwin's Law, that all conversations end up with Nazis. More fighting, weird panel that I can use on the internet, and at the end of the issue, John Walker also mentions that he was expelled from the Cub Scouts. Issue 5, the final issue. US Agent has an awesome monologue with a bizarre final panel of a Fox News ripoff complaining about the new captains. Captain America concludes that this must be Hatemonger's plan to divide the country. Does Cantwell have zero self-awareness? This whole plot is a kind of a large thing to have in your last issue without any foreshadowing, but okay. US Agent walks in and mentions all the horrible torture that he's done to Sin, but Rogers is disgusted by. Of course, then why would you get him to do it? But she also escapes later. Winter Soldier and Aerie go to a military guy named Merrick, a single father. The rest are Metal Gear Soliding to a lighthouse. They get captured. During this event, Merrick has a bizarre page of talking about the horrors of war to Bucky Barnes. They wake up and Hate Monger talks about his evil plan. He was a news reporter from earlier. Get a cool nightmare sequence. Bucky drops in, now in suit, to save them. And he saves them, but he also brought along a cavalry. Can't tell if my favorite is the football or the businessman one. And of course, a random Cap just sucks HM into a cube. Cap gets his shield back, but the camera is about to roll and someone has to say something to the people. But Steve says, no, I think the world's heard enough speeches from me. It's your turn. Then we get the worst speech ever. Not even a speech, it's a bizarre statement to show how many captains there are now. At the ending pages, we see Steve at a museum with all the other shields. Kid dressed up as Cap walks up to him and asks if he is Steve Rogers. And damn it, this final page is amazing. Oh, I wish this was the exit for a better comic series. Conclusion. Cantwell's writing was all over the place, and so was the art, which is bizarre of Lim and Eaglesham. There were also some short stories included in the back of the first 4 issues, but they really aren't worth reviewing. Hey wait, is that a review? 3.5 out of 10. Like and subscribe. Also, is this the most patriotic thing that I've done?